Do you trust your need to take a walk down the street while killers be killing and killing and killing? Nailsin News. News. News.
And there we have it. Nailsin News. I'm Mr. Nailsin. So there'll be teachers, some poisonings, and a firefighter. That's right. Hello, Lugs. Lugs showed up and said it's Doug time. And I guess it is, because this is the show I do. Yeah. Hopefully everything works. So we'll get to it in no time soon. But let me test the super tip layer. Oh, I want that to work. Oh, do I? Do I? Yes, I do. Here, I'll play one of these.
A little Doug will do you.
A little me will do you. Thanks for entertaining me in the mornings while I'm working. I very much appreciate it.
All right, you're not supposed to come up twice. So, I don't know. Do I turn that one off? But that would just be the sound. Why would the... Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But do send them in. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. So anyway, there you go. The super tip version. Everything will be great. So, I sent Pat the link. I don't know. Maybe I got to tell him it's over at, what do you call it? The X. Oh, no, wait, there he is. Okay. Well, we'll just do that. I guess I got to go up here to do it? Yeah. Okay. It's Pat.
Sorry to come in so creepy here. Yeah, I
know.
My backgrounds and shit aren't working here, so I had to turn the lights down unless everybody sees the dust bunnies and everything.
When in witness protection, it's best not to put your name up there.
Yeah, or when you have a fucking sloppy apartment.
Yeah. No one will know.
That's right.
There you go.
It looks so natural. No one can tell.
It'll be fine.
This is fine. It's fine, son. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll work. All right. Now the next step. Oh boy, can I figure it out? Well, I did all right. Well, yeah. I'm trying to do most of this completely in OBS.
Oh, okay.
And I've done that where I have all my Photoshop figures to
never mind. I'm sorry.
Okay. So this should work.
Blaze Media.
Yeah, this is a story from Blaze Media.
You're blazed.
Yes, you called an underage student over to your house.
Blazed.
And you said you wanted to get blazed. Well, I was really concerned. Were you? Yes.
I was concerned she wouldn't be blazed.
Yeah. I was going to be very upset. She didn't want to be blazed. Oh, well. There she is. I did all that work.
Right, she is like, she probably owned that dick, though, you know. If she
Possibly.
Crazy.
Oh, man, I forgot.
Nice.
It's going to show this off.
Perfect.
That's great.
Now everybody
now she's standing over.
Get that off.
All right. We'll step into the story immediately. I just got to make sure. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Ex-middle school teacher guilty of 21 counts of sex crimes against daughter's underage babysitter.
Oh, it's the middle school's ex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you say 21 counts of sex crimes against daughter's underage babysitter?
Right. She had sex with her daughter's babysitter.
She was banging the babysitter.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm fucked up. Okay.
What do you think she was paying the babysitter?
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out.
I doubt it was market rate for a whore. That's a great way to get some cheap sex from a whore.
Oh, yeah.
To babysit.
Yeah.
No. $10 an hour, whatever they pay for a babysitter.
I don't know.
I always wondered this, Doug. I don't mean to fucking walk
No,
all over
it's
the
fine.
story here, but like theoretically, right?
Yes.
Now you can hire a babysitter for however much an hour, you know,
Sure.
whatever it is. It can't be more than $25 or $30 an hour. I don't know.
I wouldn't think. Good
Right.
Lord.
I mean,
And you'd probably never leave it.
and then if you babysit, you have to you have to do all these chores. Maybe get the kid to bed on time.
Yeah.
A lot of trust there.
Gotta
Too.
put up
Big
with their
responsibility.
Right.
Make them a snack, all that shit. But like you would think that like if I went to one of these babysitters, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I'll pay you the same rate and you don't got to do shit. Just hang out with me and we'll see what happens. You don't have to fucking worry about, getting me bathed or into my PJs. You don't have to really make me. I'll make you a fucking snack. I'll make us dinner. How about that?
Might even take you to a place.
Who knows?
You know?
Yeah. For $15 an hour. I mean, like, look.
And a few extra, favors.
Who knows? That's the part. I'm not even putting that on it. I'm like,
so it's like an actual date.
No. She's a babysitter. She's babysitting me, basically.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, no, it's not anything. It's like who knows what's going to happen, but just come over.
Right.
Just be in my home. I'm lonely.
Wow.
That kind of thing. Lonely man sitter. Okay, that's all I think.
Are you lonely? Would you like a young female to spend time with you? Well, at Lonely Man Sitter, have we got the girl for you?
Right. You don't have to worry about like I'm not going to drink any fucking poison.
No.
You don't have to. I'm not going to get in any trouble. I'm not going to climb out the window.
We here at Lonely Man Sitters, we frown on poisoning and theft and all that other crap.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. No matter how fucking. I mean, I'm a man. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
You can't stuff me in the oven, no matter how high on acid you are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Sure.
Everybody can just be chill. It's like, look, I would think of it as babysitting, except you don't have to do shit except hang out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And who knows where it's going to go, and you might like the place I have.
Maybe someday you'll come
over.
I
could get used to this.
Maybe you'll come over for a discount. Anyway, this lady here, I'm sorry, she's obviously a fucking scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
Lesbo.
A former 6th grade teacher in Ohio pled guilty to sex crimes against an underage female. 41-year-old Stephanie Erin Kellenberger pled guilty.
Her name's Ellen Keller.
Ellen Keller. She pled guilty to 4 counts of third-degree felony sexual battery and 17 counts of third-degree unlawful sexual battery. Well, I mean, I guess you say felony in the terms, but it's the way they write these. And then add on, it's unlawful, by the way.
When it comes to fucking eating pussy, that girl was a miracle worker.
Oh, no.
Whoa!
All right, the details. I just realized what you did.
Whoa.
Miracle worker, the untold story.
Yeah. Look, I know you can't see, and I know you can't talk. I know you can't hear. Let's see if you can feel something, Ellen. Ellen.
Do you want to do this, Helen, or do you not want to do it?
Imagine
I'm going to take that as consent.
Yeah.
Unlawful conduct with a minor. Kellenberger was sentenced to 15 years in prison for having an illicit sexual relationship with a minor. Kellenberger may be granted a judicial release after a decade if she doesn't commit any other offenses. You mean she can't even get it on with the other cellmates and stuff? I mean, that's what they do in there.
Well, I mean, they're all of age, I'm sure.
I know, but
How young was
I
this
guess what would be
babysitter?
the offense?
How young was this fucking? I mean, you know what I mean? It would seem like it would have to be.
Well,
I've never heard of a
high
teacher
school.
getting this kind of punishment, or any lady who, like, you know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. This is insane.
Well, this is Ohio, so it varies from state to state. Yeah.
Obviously, in Ohio, this is not the place to go down on a fucking underage girl who's babysitting your kid.
Yeah, if you're thinking of going down on your underage babysitter,
Check the local ordinances.
you might want to make sure where you are.
An adult in a position of trust. She's okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It seems like after that first time, you weren't in a position of trust anymore. A position of suspicion.
Judge Brent Robertson delivered a stern warning to Kellenberger. Don't let anybody be confused. This is a 15-year prison sentence with the hope that you come back in 10 years and you've been a model inmate. You've done everything you were supposed to do. You haven't got in any trouble at all. So that's her guidance. Kellenberger must register as a Tier 3 sex offender. She also was ordered to have no contact with the victim or any other minors. The former middle school teacher also must forfeit her teaching license. Wow.
Oh, no, not that.
You get one of those and you can go just about anywhere. During the sentencing hearing, Kellenberger apologized to her victim, who was her daughter's underage babysitter. Yes, we know she's underage. Otherwise, there's no trial.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
You can if it's an adult babysitter, it's all
Right.
on the up and up.
she was like a
Hang
college
on, you want.
student, and it's like, well,
No
shit
longer a
happens.
position of trust.
No. I know that during this time you were just a child, and I was an adult in a position of trust, Kellenberger said. I'm responsible for everything that happened between us.
All 21 times.
Every time I thought I shouldn't do this.
I mean, yeah. I was thinking, I have to take all the responsibility for all 21. It seems like after a while, the kid is like, man, I can't wait to babysit. When you guys,
I know. The point is for you to get out of the house.
and who was watching the kid while they were fucking?
I know. It's amazing that kid survived this. Nobody
don't-
was watching that poor little kid.
Probably had a backup babysitter, one in the back burner.
No. It's your turn now.
You've aged out. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry for all the emotional pain and hurt that I've caused you. I hope that my guilty pleas, more than one, and this sentence will provide some degree of closure for you as you move on with your life.
Guilty please.
I fully accept the consequences of my actions and the sentence that I will be receiving today. Well, there you go. That's the right
Amen.
attitude. Kellenberger formerly was a 6th grade English teacher at Shelby Middle School. According to the Mansfield News Journal, Robinson told Kellenberger during her trial that you had been a teacher. She had been a student. But at the time these occurred, you were not her teacher, and she was not your student.
Well, in a manner of speaking, it was very much still a teacher-student
Yes,
relationship.
I would think so.
Have you ever seen porn?
Have you ever seen a grown woman naked? Brian Dove, an assistant prosecutor for Richland County, alleged that Kellenberger began grooming the girl when she was just 13 years old. Oh, boy. And
I
that
see.
the child sex abuse began when the victim turned 14.
Hey, she has some standards.
Yes, not just yet. Not yet. The relationship continued until the age of
yeah.
consent.
You hit the big 1-4, eh?
Yeah. Oh, God.
I sure would be glad when this girl I'm grooming hits the big 1-4.
But
And you
Ohio
say-
law
wait,
declares,
I'm sorry, did you say it kept going through?
yeah, the relationship lasted until the age of consent.
And then she broke up with her.
I guess, because Ohio law declares that 16 years old is the age of consent. So the relationship was 2 years. She got too old and she dumped her.
Yeah, it's like Menudo.
Oh, no.
You got to put the backup babysitter in, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's why the backup. Well, look at you. You're 13 now. Prosecutors noted that there was no use of force by Kellenberger. James Meyer III, Kellenberger's defense attorney, stressed that consent was never an issue in this case. It's an age thing. So that's the way he's saying, look, the girl wanted it.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
She probably went over there, you know, babysitting in her sweetest little babysitter outfit.
Oh, my God.
I mean, like, yeah, if she was a student, right?
Yeah.
She probably had an idea that something was up by the time she went over there to babysit the first time. I'm guessing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, look, I don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't. Something led to this. Well, I mean, you mean the teacher's in charge. She initiated this.
Hey, girls will be girls and all that. That's what I'm trying to, you know.
But, yeah. Hey, you know, if you need a little extra money, you can come over and babysit my kid.
And if you don't need a little extra money, you can still come over and babysit.
Babysit. So the sexual abuse allegation surfaced in February 2024, and school officials placed Kellenberger on paid administrative leave. Now, that's one of the advantages of being a teacher, Pat.
Yeah.
Even though you've been accused of sexually assaulting a child.
Or convicted.
Yeah, in some cases, in some states, they just, well, you know, it's on appeal, and they still get paid.
Yeah. Not like she robbed a bank.
Any other profession, man, you are fired immediately.
Yeah.
But not teachers. Shelby City School Superintendent Michael Browning sent a letter to parents in October 2024 regarding the eye-opening allegations against Kellenberger. He says, get a load of this. As a follow-up,
I would call these more eye squinting allegations.
As a follow-up to the communication sent on March 4th, 2024, I have been informed that the staff member placed on administrative leave following serious allegations has been arrested and criminal charges have been brought against them. According to a separate story, but this news may be unsettling, especially for families and children in our schools.
Yeah, we all sit around reading the newspaper together, me and my family. Everybody gather around the paper. Daddy's going to read about this rapist.
So ultimately, she resigned in October 2024 due to personal reasons. So she went ahead and, look, I'll save you any grief. I'll resign.
Why don't I
She
just?
could have held on, you know.
It wasn't about the money for her. She taught for the love and the grooming.
Right.
Yeah,
It was always about the kids.
Might not have even been her first victim. It's not. You can't get as proud of it, I guess, if it's a girl and girl thing. But you know, like a well-adjusted, like, you know, little girl who knows that she's pretty and knows that she's, you know, all these things.
Yeah.
You know, who knows her value probably wouldn't have gone along with it. Meaning that this girl that she was with was probably a little fucking ugly butterball.
Quite possibly. And
maybe-
it's like, you're all by yourself and
Adjust
no
your
one
fantasy.
pays attention to you.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
your
see how
friend.
beautiful you really are.
I know. Gee.
I don't know. I mean, I'm speculating on a hypothesis. I know I don't know nothing.
Well, these scenarios can all play out, and likely, very likely, something of this nature. And that's how they groom and they seek out these ones that are isolated from the other kids, all that sort of stuff. And she said,
prey on the weak.
well, you're my new babysitter.
Yeah, you ain't very pretty, are you? How'd you like to make an A?
Well, you're pretty enough.
Up my A.
Oh, jeez.
How'd you like to lick an A? Plus.
Oh,
Earn an A+. I don't know.
So she's got 15 years. The judge's expecting her to do 10. My guess says she'll be out 6, something like that.
Who cares?
Justice is supposed to care, Pat, but
I'm sure
we know better.
I'm sure the now legal girl is not going to be picking her up in her Hyundai Sonata or anything.
Yeah, I know. What's the deal? She stays in touch with her. I'm in love. I mean, that's what happened with Paterno.
The age of consent now, I mean.
Yeah, it's up to her.
There should be a too late clause, Nope, she's legal.
I don't know, because that's the thing that's the deal. A lot of these, like with statutory rape and stuff, the girl can say, no, I'm in love, and all that. And because she started this at 14. But she said, look, I waited till she was 14. Give me something.
Yeah. What do you mean started when she was? I started when she was 13. I waited till she was
right. 14. Nothing got physical till she was 14.
Yeah. So come on, 13 to me.
I showed restraint.
Like 13's the new. That's one thing you always hear. Like that 50 is the new 60, or 60, 50 is the new 60, 60 is the new 50.
60 is the new 50. Yeah.
Yeah. 60 is the new 50. But 13's never the new 18.
Oh, there's people who want it to be.
Haven't you heard?
Oh, God.
10's the new 20.
Oh, no.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Yes, in Hollywood. It's the Roman Polanski law.
Well, yeah, the Polanski clause.
Yeah.
According to the Polanski clause, Polanski, whatever,
Yeah,
Polanski.
Well, so there we go. That's education today, and it all worked out.
I'd say that everybody learned a lot.
Oh, they did. One way or another, you're going to learn.
I thought she was a 6th grade teacher. Who's 14 in the 6th grade?
Yeah.
That's more like 9th grade or 8th.
Yeah.
I guess she had been her student before, but then she wasn't.
But that would have been.
They stayed in touch for a couple of years.
Yeah, something. Man, she had her eye on
parents,
her for a long.
You do not trust the teachers.
Yes. You got a teacher is that involved in your kid? Red flags all over the place.
She's standing right there in an orange suit. It's like, open your eyes. She's obviously broke the law. It's a tier 3 sex offender.
Yeah. Especially when they're dressing up in orange. But yeah, I just want to visit with your beautiful girl.
Oh, who's this?
Well, this is our next teacher. Let me get that there.
Oh. Doesn't she know horizontal stripes?
Yeah, I went through this last night. Had quite a few, fatties.
Oh, that's like a jail dress.
Yeah. It's
okay.
I get these from like costume shops and stuff, and then let Photoshop do the rest.
Wait, you actually buy dresses from costume shops, set them up, artistically depict them? No, you mean an online shop.
Yeah.
She looks like a hottie. Is that that's not her real body then?
No, it's got a girdle, so I'm thinking she might go for that. I suspect she's a chubby.
Wearing a girdle on the outside.
Yeah. Well, prison regulations, you understand.
Right. Tiny little head for that body, too.
Yeah.
It's not. It's perfectly funny because it's not quite in exact proportion. Now, she looks much better there.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's a perv.
Yes, she is a pervert, according to the New York Post. Perv middle school teacher told boy no texting me for 9 years and allegedly exchanged nudes with him over Snapchat.
Why do people think that Snapchat really disappears and is just like,
Yeah,
you're good.
How many people have been caught with that shit and they still do it?
You take a screenshot of it immediately.
Yes.
And it's probably saved on some server anyway. There's no... Boy, they trap more people with Snapchat.
Yeah.
Gotta call it trap snat.
I
Trap
know
shot.
that's the snatch trap, and snatch trap. It's gone as soon and within seconds. No, it isn't. Uh, a Pennsylvania middle school teacher faces up to 7 years. Why only 7? In prison for she only sent nudes for allegedly sending nudes to a 14-year-old student. They liked them at 14, apparently, while joking about his age in suggestive social media messages. Ashley Autumn Mongel, 30, allegedly demanded the boy make sure their messages were disappearing. At one point saying, "No texting me for 9 years." 9 years. Oh, it's because,
Until he's 23.
yeah, he'll be, and then we'll get married and run away together.
But why not at 18, 23?
Well, she's got a few things to take care of. Plus, there's other boys in the running.
I think, by the time she's in her mid 40s, she's like ready to take on a 24. Fuck off, bitch. That's crazy. You're old.
Yeah.
Of course,
You
you
get
do
your
have-
fun done now.
This lady's fucking. This is highly sexual behavior.
The Pennsylvania State Police Computer Crimes Unit began investigating the sick teacher after receiving a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Just a tip.
Yes, it was only this. About communications between an account associated with Mongel and one used by the boy. The student told police that he and Mongel had exchanged nude photos over Snapchat after the Attorney General issued a subpoena and police obtained information about the teenager. There she is, all smug and yeah. Mongel.
Let me see her again. Is she pretty?
Okay.
Oh no, not really.
Not really.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, she's not bad. I mean,
I fucked her when I was 14. I'll tell you that right now.
well, yeah. I'd have been all up in that.
How old is she? She's 30.
31. No, 30. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah, she does look very defiant there.
yeah.
Nudes.
Yeah.
Sent nudes. She's gonna do 7 years for sending nudes.
7 years for nudes.
Sending them.
Right. The other lady got 15 and the judge said, "You'll be out in 10." And she actually had sex with that girl for years.
Did she send it to daddy? Is that how she got caught?
I don't know. So Mongel told the police that the boy had been in her 8th grade class at Connellsville Area Middle School, about 50 miles south of Pittsburgh. She also admitted to sending the boy a fully nude photo, for art, which investigators said was found on the teen's cell phone. Oh, damn it. He saved it, Pat.
Well, obviously he said.
She's a teacher.
I know I can trust a 14-year-old boy.
I know that's
not wanna
always the
keep
stupidest
this
thing. Now keep it quiet. Don't talk about that.
Yeah, just do me a favor. Just let these pictures disappear.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to look at this later at all.
No. The two had exchanged messages on Instagram, Snapchat, and via cell phone.
Why do you say it like that every time?
I don't know. It got stuck in my head, and that's what I do. Same thing with TikTok and that sort of thing. I never came up with one for Instagram, though.
Don't. Is that
Well, we'll take that
penitentiary or
under
the
advisement.
school we're looking at? Which one is
Huh? Oh, yeah. That's the
penitentiary or
school.
the school? Oh, that's the school. Okay.
Yeah, that's the school she taught him at it.
It's funny they look.
Grade. Yeah. So there you go. Mongel was charged with unlawful contact with a minor, a felony, for which she could face up to 7 years in prison. Okay, they'd say all that. The teacher was placed on administrative leave. Again, I don't know if it was paid, but she's not fired yet. This afternoon, the Connellsville Area School District was informed by Pennsylvania State Police of criminal charges against a Connellsville Area School District teacher. Upon receiving the information, that teacher was immediately placed on administrative leave.
Take that, bitch.
That's right, said Superintendent of Schools Richard Evans. We understand that news like this is unsettling and may raise concerns, and we want to assure our families and community that the district is taking this matter very seriously. The safety and well-being of our students is...
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All the things you have to say.
Yeah.
Safety.
I mean, I had my eye on her, but anyway, so there you go. She's being held in the Fayetteville County Jail on $40,000 bail.
She's out. Somebody came up with that. Probably the fucking kid.
The kids, look.
The kid started to GoFundMe.
I know. It's just like, look, she was really good.
Really miss her.
Oh, yeah.
Best teacher I ever had.
I learned so much from Miss Mongel.
Well, I got to dip out on crazy bitches. I just want to hang out for a couple of stories. I wasn't quite exhausted enough, and
right
now I am.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, Pat.
Oh yeah, I'll go for a little stroll. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah. So there we go. Pat has departed because he's been streaming for a long, long time. Oh, geez. Look how small I am. I'm almost small enough to be of interest to Miss Mongel, Where is it? There it is. And there I am. Ta-da. All right. So long, Ashley. And, good luck and all that stuff. Well, not really, but. Okay. Is it going to let me? Why didn't it let me grab the images the way I want to? It always makes me have to scroll. And there we go. All right. Go ahead and get the next one up. There she is. All right. So there you go. There's your naughty teachers stories, which, why they're always popular with this rundown of Nailsin News. And there you have it. So good luck in the coming school year. Luke's Douglas, you nincompoop, get Dixon online and share your crazy bitch videos with him. I just did. Luke's just goofing, Doug. I know you cats are hip to the program. Well, not so hip. I mean, I still screw up. Here's A. Thompson to tell me the audio's good, because a lot of times it isn't. A. Thompson says teacher's bad. Well, all right. Look, there's good and bad and everything. So not all teachers do this sort of stuff. Mine didn't. And so, we can't judge a whole profession by the actions of a few bad apples. Yeah. I don't know what you do about that. Well, apparently you put them on administrative leave, and then a judge sends them to prison. Lugs, I remember a good 2/3 of my female teachers as slightly sinister. But in my town, they were 90% very old, fat, and strange smelling. I can count the attractive teachers from public school on one hand. Yeah, I see what you mean. I had a couple of teachers that fit that description, but then I had a couple more who were in the opposite direction. And, man, if they had had any interest, well, Lugs, in my town, this woman would pass for attractive, I assume. Well, look, I think she's probably looks to be on the chubby side, but look, don't knock a chubby. I mean, you will knock a chubby, but I mean, don't pass on a chubby necessarily. I mean, unless you're a football player or something. Lugs in my Lugs, this old crazy bitch taking me to Red Lobster. Probably. Lugs, god damn. Lugs, I wish I could hire a woman to draw me a bath and make sure I got to bed on time. Maybe humor my stories about video game history. That would be nice, wouldn't it? There's definitely a market for lonely man sitter, Lugs, tiss, sexual battery, like some kind of Energizer bunny or something. Apparently, yeah. Lugs, Ohio makes no exceptions to the law for hack porno premises. No, afraid not. Lugs, Your Honor, my client was seduced by this harlot. He almost tried that, you know? It's like, listen, this little tease was into it. Man, I wonder if there was like a reaction, you know, in the gallery of the courtroom. Maybe. Lugs, oh yeah. Hey, Thompson, it's not the age of consent when you are in a guardian role, teacher, priest, scout leader, etc. Well, yeah, they could always get her on that, but I wonder if the sentence would be much less in that situation. You know, if she was of age. Oh, yeah, Nodak reminds me of a good thing to do. Hit the like button. It's right there. All you got to do is hit it. Lugs having a good laugh at Pat because Pat Dixon is hilarious. Nodak lick an A. Oh, boy. Well, I don't know how else to put it. Loops perhaps in her Subaru Outback. Methanol Man gives an emoji. Nodak, nothing wrong with a Subaru. Yeah, I guess not. Lugs, horizontal stripes around the ass. Then put expanding circular stripes around the breast. I wonder if that would become, you know, prison standard. Crouching Taylor Hidden Swift as the, you know, the turquoise person. Lugs, nothing is private ever. The DOD had access to Tucker Carlson's Telegram messages. Yeah, that's true. So might as well just fess up to what you've been looking at. Hey, we've all been there. Well, not everywhere. Nodak, it's better than Shat Chat. Hey, I get you. You're into this. Get an account with Shat Chat. God. Lugs, during the Biden years. Yeah, you know, isn't that shocking? He was spying on people. They hadn't committed any crimes or anything, but he still spied on them. Because, hey, can we find something? Keep looking. Guess they didn't, you know. Nodak, they probably arranged a cakewalk. Saying goodnight to Pat. Hey, Thompson, those teacher will grab you the way you want them to. Well, there is always, you know, all those fantasies. Teacher walks in her tight skirt, and then you can see the edge of her thigh highs when she bends over the desk. Well, the best thing is when, oh, no, you're doing this wrong, and they lean over you, and their breasts just drape you, and you're like, you don't learn anything, you know. But, well, in a way you do. Lugs, what do all these damn kids have that I ain't got? Perv teachers. Because the teachers are perverts. They're into these kids. I mean, we laugh and joke and everything. And of course, if it was us, you know, but they shouldn't be doing this. No. Yeah. Hey, Thompson, the saddest part is Doug could full-time cover these teacher stories. It's so fucked up. Yeah. Just when I think, I don't know, I probably won't find one. And then, oh, crap, here's that one from the Blaze. That was just this morning. I saw that. I was like, well, put it in the hopper. Hey, Thompson, a few per day? Maybe. Define few, LOL. Well, that was 2. So, you know, tomorrow is another day. So there's probably 2 more. Imagine what's going on in schools right now. Well, you don't have to. You know, Plaid Corps, Biden chased Snowden around the world under Obama in 2013. Yeah. The Lugs, the other night, I went and looked at my hometown. Another story with a female teacher on front page doing this kind of thing at my alma mater. Yeah. Just everywhere you go. I mean, Laterno was a pioneer and started a whole trend, you know. Plaid Corps, and by under, I mean Barry was the top. Oh, plaid core, but only with Biden. Yeah, not with, Michelle. Lou's Catholic priests from the 80s got nothing on Betty from generic U.S. middle school. It does seem that way, doesn't it? I mean, at the time, there was a lot of cases, and then, I don't know. In fact, the most recent thing I ever heard about a Catholic priest, he was banging an adult woman. When those stories come out, like the guy's banging the church secretary or something like that, the church's like, oh, thank God, she's an adult. He's kicked out of the priesthood. They get married. It all works out. So, yeah. And then these schools. Holy crap. Well, there's nothing holy about it at all, is there? No. Oh, now I remember how I did this. Why didn't I? That's so embarrassing. I got to put these news stories in their own window. That way I don't have to show, all my behind the scenes disgusting stuff. So you don't have to be subjected to that horror, But too late, and I did it right in front of Pat Dixon and, you, the audience, all that type of stuff. And now I'm ashamed of myself. But I'm used to it. I've been ashamed for so long. I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. And that's kind of, well, if it doesn't matter, then can I ever be ashamed again? I guess not. I don't know. Oh, well. Anyway, hopefully this all works out. Oh, wait, that's the wrong girl. Damn, how'd this happen? Well, I'll find her. She's in here somewhere. It is another Ashley. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, where are you? There's the other Ashley. So we'll do her. We'll do her. And do that. Wow, I thought I had all this. Well, I should know better. I never get everything as organized as I like to think. I try to present myself as someone who knows what he's doing. But I think everyone has realized I'm a fraud. However, I do have my artistic license, so I can always pull that card and decide that this is all a part of my creative approach to the narratives. So it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. All right. Oh, boy, another. Well, this is getting a little beyond just chubby. Anyway. Aunt of a 12-year-old who told the boy to go shoot Sonic employee after a dispute over peeing in parking lot receives her fate. So, a 20-year-old woman is headed to prison for more than 2 decades after she handed her 12-year-old nephew a gun and told him to go shoot a Sonic employee who confronted her brother about peeing in the parking lot. Yeah, don't do that. And he got shot for it, I guess. Ashley Jasmine Malejo pled guilty to murder. Good Lord, the guy died. And was sentenced to 25 years in the Texas Department of Corrections. Well, a little more than that, I would think, for the shooting death of 32-year-old Matthew Davis, a Sonic employee. Malejo, her brother Angel Gomez, then 20, and the boy, then 12, were at the restaurant in Keene, which is some 40 miles southwest of Dallas, in case you want to go there. On May 13th, 2023, when Gomez decided to relieve himself in the parking lot. Wait, the dad did it? Good Lord. Holy crap. Davis confronted Gomez and told him to stop as Malejo and the boy watched from the car. The argument soon became physical. So she handed him a gun and told him to go shoot Davis. The boy did just that, taking an AR-style rifle and opening fire, striking Davis several times. Cops responded to the scene and tended to Davis until medical personnel from the Keene Fire Department took over. He was flown out by a helicopter to Harris Methodist Hospital, where staff pronounced him dead. So, Angel Gomez pictured it right. Peed. The facial tattoos, in parking lot. And according to officers, restaurant employee Matthew. So this is the restaurant employee with the, okay. All right. Confronted him from about a 12. Yeah. Okay. We got the deal. The boy who has never been publicly identified. Well, yeah, he's 12 years old, was convicted of murder and sentenced to 12 years behind bars in 2023. Gomez originally stood accused of murder, but those charges were dropped. The state initially did not charge Marmolejo with murder, but a new prosecutor was elected, and he promised the family to put the case in front of a grand jury. Marmolejo was indicted on a murder charge. Yeah. Davis's mother, Lee Miller, was pleased by the outcome. This is justice that we've been waiting for. So there you go. There's a GoFundMe by the co-workers of Davis' mother, said Davis leaves behind a 10-year-old son. It has raised more than $29,000 of a $16,500 goal. So there you go. She turned her nephew into a hitman. And initially they decided, it's all right. Let's move on. So they had to elect somebody with some sense, Jeez. Because I just wouldn't think that would be that difficult to figure out, Oh, well, guy working at Sonic said, hey, man, don't piss in the parking lot. And do you really have to explain that? I guess this idiot saying, yeah, I'm just going to pee in the parking lot. What's the deal? I mean, I really got to go. So, anyway, that's how that turned out. That's too bad. Oh, and sorry about the face tattoo thing. I even thought, well, wouldn't be my choice, but, well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, let me take a look at chat again. Plaid cord. Doug read my mind or my prompt. You in the CIA, Doug? Lugs, it's a very dangerous weapon to know what you're doing. Where have I heard that before? Lugs, those who know what they're doing can't be trusted. Well, come on. Nodak, they paved paradise and peed in a parking lot. There are drains. This is true, but still, it's very unsightly in that you don't want to see it. Lugs, that prisoner outfit Photoshop is being very generous to that woman's physique. Yes, I tend to do that, even in the drawings, especially when it comes to women. I don't know. I just tend to do that. Plaidcore, what is AR style? A rifle to people unfamiliar with weapons? Yes. Pretty much, if it's a rifle, it's AR style. Yeah, they think that really spices up the story and everything. My God, it was a Tommy gun, or something like that. But, that's not really going to change. That's the way they are over there in the world of news. News. Where is she? There she is. All right. See, here's a nice pose. See, isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Come on, stupid. Oh, yeah, I got to go find it. Yeah. Well, let's see if you like her after you hear the story. I mean, I don't know. Some people think they can change people and stuff and fix them? Maybe you could. Maybe you, watching now, could figure, you know what? I could change her. I could make her into the perfect wife. I could. Yeah. Because I'm that lonely. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. All right. Jeez. Oh, yeah, I did the wrong thing. A woman in Connecticut locked in a custody battle with her estranged husband is accused of poisoning his wine and iced tea with a chemical used in antifreeze. There she is. She seems a little upset about the circumstances. At least she doesn't have that smirking face that, a lot of these mugshots have. Kristen Hogan, 33, is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of interfering with an officer in connection with her alleged attempt to mix ethylene glycol with wine belonging to her estranged husband, whose name was redacted. The victim was initially hospitalized after falling ill on August 10th after drinking from a bottle of wine he had opened 5 days prior and had kept in the refrigerator. Wine, he says, Hogan accessed while he was not at home. Well, if they're estranged, I guess, they do have kids, so I guess he allowed her access to the place. Anyway, the husband told investigators he believed Hogan poisoned the wine on August 7th, the day he was supposed to meet Hogan at a court hearing, but she never appeared. The victim told police that while he was at court, he received an alert on his phone that Hogan's cell phone was uploading data to his Wi-Fi router. Hogan, with whom the victim shares a child, has full unrestricted access to the home. So there you go. That answers that question. On August 10th, the victim drank a small amount of the wine, and by the middle of the night, he had woken up multiple times and became increasingly ill. By 6 a.m. the next day, the victim woke up vomiting and called his mother, who arrived and found her son slurring his words, staggering, and vomiting. It's never a pretty sight. The man's mother rushed him to the hospital, where doctors initially believed he was having a stroke. That initial diagnosis was tossed after doctors reportedly believed he was exhibiting signs of an ethylene glycol poisoning, which is the ingredient in liquids such as antifreeze. He was then placed on dialysis. Jeez. The victim immediately pointed the finger at Hogan, who he said was the last person, other than himself, to be in the residence prior to him drinking the already opened wine. When confronted by police, Hogan initially denied wrongdoing. Investigators revealed they discovered searches for potassium cyanide, potassium ferricide, citrate cyanide, potassium thiocyanate, and monoethylene glycol were conducted. She really wanted that cyanide, but then, hey, what about this? The searches on her cell phone and the searches for how much of these substances would kill you are also present. Hogan initially claimed she was confused about the chemicals and then stated she recognized the word cyanide from the television show Psych. I just recognized it from the TV show. The defendant did acknowledge buying a bottle of monoethylene glycol in late July, insisting she was using that specific chemical to clean the carpet at her mother's house. Hogan, however, did apparently eventually admit to mixing the poisonous liquid into her estranged husband's wine. Hogan stated she did not know how much ethylene glycol she put into his drink, but stated it was not much, but she just poured it in, An investigative officer then asked how much wine was in the bottle, to which she stated it was mostly full. Hogan described the wine as the color red and confessed to bringing the bottle of ethylene glycol and dumped an unknown amount into the wine bottle. The wine would ultimately test positive for ethylene glycol. So would a bottle of iced tea. Hey, what about this? Let's check it out. Yep. Which police say Hogan poisoned on a different date from when she spiked the wine. Notably, the child Hogan and the victim Cher was hospitalized in late September for symptoms similar to his father's after he drank the poisoned wine. When police asked Hogan if her child could have ingested the ethylene glycol, Hogan adamantly denied that possibility. Hogan stated, "It was only the wine and the iced tea, and nobody else knew she was tampering with the victim's drink." Yeah, that's the point, stupid. So the kid probably helped himself to the tea. The victim said Hogan's motive for poisoning him was the fact that Hogan would become the full owner of the residence and would gain full-time custody of their child. As he apparently should, you psychotic bitch. Hogan, for her part, allegedly told police she never wanted to kill her husband, but that she did want to get him as sick as possible as payback for him being mentally abusive. You mean he disagreed with you and you broke up and he felt he was a better guardian for your child than you were? And hey, really nice of you to go and prove him completely right. You know, that's just what you did. So, you know, good going there. I forget her name. Oh, Kristen. Good going, Kristen. Yeah. So in the end, I think you can argue that, well, it kind of all worked out. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think? Could you fix her? Yeah. Anyway, just don't let her near your water supply, any of that. Should be fine. You know. And besides, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So, But anyway, I guess after the dialysis, they cleaned the poison out of him enough so that perhaps, just perhaps, it'll be fine. He'll be able to take care of their kid. Of course, trade in mommy for a new model. Those are available. He already has a house and everything that comes in. That's going to go a long way for him. And it should work out. And, you know, she'll get to know the kid. And eventually, one day, he'll grow to understand that his mother was a heartless bitch who tried to kill daddy, you know? And that's never a nice thing to do. And, you know, the law agrees. So that's why she's going to prison. But, you know, hey, I didn't mean to kill him. That's just going to get him sick. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why they even bother, you know? I mean, it's, all right, you got me. Whatever. You know, it could be something like that. So obviously they're not happy. They got caught. They thought they would get away with it. But then they did. And like, well, everyone's going to think I'm the bad guy. Yes. So, yeah, she's probably unhappy about it all, but, well, whatever. So what's this idiot steal? Well, let's find out. Mom stabbed grandma. Woman covered mother's body with blankets, left her in a hallway, and told her child not to talk about it. Let me guess. He talked about it, didn't he? A woman in Colorado is in police custody after allegedly stabbing her mother to death and leaving her body covered in blankets at the end of a hallway inside a home, apparently while a small child was present. Sarah Risty, 37, was arrested in connection with the stabbing death of her mother, Westminster Police announced on Facebook. Well, that's where you do that sort of thing, I guess. And, well, they identified the victim as 64-year-old Kathy Johnson. According to authorities, officers responded at around 2 p.m. to a report of an unspecified disturbance. The Post reported that Risty told officers she was the one who made the call. Once at the home, officers spoke with Risty, as well as a child who was also at the residence. The child's age was not provided. Risty and a small child were sitting on the steps outside the home when police arrived. The suspect's shirt was reportedly covered in blood, and she had blood on her hands. Well, all right then. So I don't know why you bothered with the blankets and everything, but and tell the kid, don't say anything, but okay. After further investigation, detectives determined Risty was the suspect. Oh, really? And she was taken into custody. So Risty did not provide many details to the police other than telling them that there had been an accident, inside the home and giving them permission to enter the residence. Once inside the house, officers reportedly said they noticed a large amount of fluid on the walls, and the victim's body was allegedly under several blankets on the floor at the end of a hallway. Johnson's body showed visible signs of trauma, according to the officials. Law enforcement noted that the victim was already deceased when they arrived. The police affidavit noted that Risty told investigators that she had been subjected to years of emotional abuse and that she had grabbed a knife from the kitchen during a fight with her mother, because sometimes emotional abuse can hit worse than a blade gutting you. Risty has been seen yelling at the child outside and telling them not to speak. The child is believed to be hers. Well, it is, isn't it? That's odd. It's got to be, Anyway, according to investigators, the child said something to the effect of, "Mom stabbed Grandma. Mom is going to jail. Grandma is dead, and now I don't have anyone." Wow, this kid is really spot on here. Yeah. Sad and everything. Obviously going to be traumatized after watching his own mother gut his grandmother over something stupid, Probably couldn't get her crap together. Grandma is saying, "When are you going to get your crap together? My house, my rules," that kind of thing. And then she went to the kitchen and got a butcher knife. And, well, the rest of the story. The child was safely turned over to Child Protective Services. Well, yeah. So daddy's not in the picture, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe he'll turn up, but geez, what a gory scene, But well, it's too bad about Grandma, but at least the kid is no longer in the custody of this horrible demonic piece of shit. So you got to look on the bright side of these stories. I know they're dark and horrible and often disgusting, but every now and then there's a bright side. Yeah. So anyway, there's that for Sarah Risty. But it was the emotional abuse. God. Because, that can be even worse than being punched or shot or gutted with a butcher knife from the kitchen. Okay. Oh, damn. This next one. I should have remembered this and gone to it first, because this takes place in Pat's neck of the woods in the state of Tennessee. So, she did something bad and she got in trouble for it, as is typical. And the state of Tennessee, they told her, "We don't approve of that type of shit, and we have a certain policy about it. It's called the death penalty. And, well, we use it. Just like they do here in my state of Louisiana. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it does get used. Yeah. So here we go. Once again, yes, I'm very flattering with the Photoshop. Killer who promised to be eating breakfast with victim's skull she kept as a souvenir, set to become first female executed in Tennessee in centuries. Well, congratulations. There you go. You're making history. There you go. The Tennessee Supreme Court this week granted the state's request to execute a female inmate for the first time in more than 200 years, ordering 49. Is this like an older picture, I guess? Anyway, 49-year-old Krista Gale Pike to be put to death for the 1995 torture and murder of a fellow member of Job Corps, a training program for troubled teens. Mm-hmm. The High Court ordered Pike's punishment to be carried out on September 30th, 2026. Wow, that's not that far away. So, reasoning that she failed to show there were extenuating circumstances that warranted her being issued a certificate of commutation in accordance with state law. The execution will take place at Riverbend Maximum Security Institution in Nashville, where most of the state's death row inmates are housed. So they do all their killing in Nashville. Pike was 18. Oh, so that's, yeah, okay. That's from way back when. Boy, it's been a while. She's had more than enough time to stew about it. Time to go. Pike was 18 when she, along with her two co-defendants, brutally murdered 19-year-old Colleen Slimmer, with Pike keeping a piece of the victim's skull as a souvenir. You see, this is horror movie shit, you know? So, Tennessee's doing the right thing here. The trio on January 12th, 1995. 95, I thought they said it was 94. No, 95. All right, my mistake. Sorry. Lured Slimmer into a wooded area in Knoxville, where Pike proceeded to spend more than an hour using a box cutter to carve a pentagram into the victim's chest. See, that's all Satanism will get you. Evil shit like this. The following day, a groundskeeper at the University of Tennessee who came across Slimmer's body testified that when he first discovered the remains, they were so badly beaten that he did not even realize it was a human body. Holy crap. In court documents, prosecutors argued that Pike believed Slimmer was trying to steal her boyfriend. Isn't that always the deal? I mean, sure, there's some Satanism crap brought into this, but she's just jealous, you know. And her boyfriend, then 17-year-old Tadaryl Shipp, who was also convicted in the murder and subsequently sentenced to life in prison. Okay. The third defendant, Shadala Peterson, kept watch during the attack and cooperated with prosecutors. It was all her and him. She was sentenced to probation. Oh, she's a girl too. Okay. Pike, on January 11th, 1995, also told another Job Corps student, Kim Lolio? I don't know. We'll call her Kim. That she was planning on killing one of their classmates, with Pike saying she just felt mean that day. Yeah, I guess so. Lolio, on January 12th, 1995, said she saw Pike, the two co-defendants, and Slimmer walk into the woods at about 8 p.m. and return a little over 2 hours later without Slimmer. The Tennessee Supreme Court in 1998 penned a detailed summary of Pike's gruesome behavior in the immediate aftermath of the murder. Later that night, Pike went to Lolio's room and told Lolio that she had just killed Slimmer and that she had brought back a piece of the victim's skull as a souvenir. Pike showed Lolio the piece of skull and told her that she had cut the victim's throat 6 times, beaten her, and thrown asphalt at the victim's head. Pike told Lolio that the victim had begged them to stop cutting and beating her. But Pike did not stop because the victim continued to talk. Pike told Lolio that she had thrown a large piece of asphalt at the victim's head, and when it broke into smaller pieces, she had thrown those at the victim as well. Pike told Lolio that a meat cleaver had been used to cut the victim's back and a box cutter had been used to cut her throat. Finally, Pike said that a pentagram had been carved onto the victim's forehead and chest. Lolio said that Pike was dancing in a circle, smiling, and singing La 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 while she related these details about the murder. When Lolio saw Pike at breakfast, the next morning she asked Pike what she had done with the piece of the victim's skull. Pike replied that it was in her pocket and then said, "And yes, I'm eating breakfast with it." And then what? Lolio said, "Oh, okay," and sat down and ate cornflakes. Well, anyway, the state's required to notify Pike about the method of execution by August 28th, 2026. Yeah. They really do need to bring back the electric chair. I think one of the last, Ted Bundy was one of the last people to be electrocuted. And there are some things like, say, torturing a girl in the woods as she's begging for her life, cutting her up with a box cutter and a meat cleaver and all that. Then later singing about it to some other friend and all that. And then to give a life sentence to someone like that, where the family and all that, they all got to pay the taxes and whatnot to feed this thing. You shouldn't have to do that. I know the one real true argument against the death penalty is you might get the wrong one. Well, that's not the case here. So you always got to leave that on the table because some people just need killing. And this is one. Yeah. We won't be missing her at all. And I'm sorry I gave her a flattering image. I didn't really pay attention to the details. My bad. And so, goodbye, Krista. Oh boy, I really hate it. There's so many bad stories. So I got to seek out some that aren't so bad, to end on a lighter note. So I think I may have found a couple. So we'll get to that. Here we go. I just got to look up her name so I know which one to post here for your viewing pleasure. Oh, crap. You mean I didn't even put it in here? Wait, who are you? No, not her. Damn it. Oh, well, don't worry. I'll go get it. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will, damn it. I am not going to let this go to pot. Even though it already has. But, what are you going to do? Where are you, you stupid criminal bitch? You know what you did. You refused to show up on time for the show, embarrassing me in front of my audience, wasting my time and theirs, and you're criminal scum. That's what you are. And then you pull this shit. God damn it. Oh, I apologize for the language. I really don't like being taken advantage of by these creatures I'll never meet. Thank God. But still, I guess it's still always more my fault to expect these Photoshops to behave, since they do represent these, criminal trash like this. And I'm like, did I really think they would cooperate and show up on time and all that? They don't even know how to behave in polite society and all that. So, yeah, I should have known better. One day I'll learn. One day. Phew, here she is. Be eating dirt soon. That's the quote. Yeah, I don't get it either. But we're going to find out. Woman attacked and taunted police officer who responded to complaint about her scaring someone at a store. Yeah. She could probably get scary. A Texas woman will spend a few years behind bars for an altercation with a police officer. Cassandra Leanne Kasaki, 35, was convicted by a jury of her peers in Moore County on one count of assaulting a peace officer. She was subsequently sentenced to 5 years in prison. The underlying incident occurred on January 24th, according to the 69th Judicial District Attorney's Office, a multi-county prosecutor located in the Lone Star State sparsely populated Panhandle region. Well, I'm glad we know all that trivia. On the day in question, officers responded to a disturbance in the parking lot of a store. A complaining witness at the store said they had previously dealt with Kasaki and found her intimidating. At the time, the defendant had her 2 minor children in tow, but the presence of the woman's children did not lead to a peaceful resolution of the Damn it. I should know this. You get the confrontation in the chilly temperatures that day. Responding officers asked Kasaki for her identification, but she declined to cooperate with the request. After that, the officers claimed to have noticed the odor of marijuana. Well, that's in every parking lot these days, emanating from her vehicle, and then moved to detain the small family. That's when the defendant grew aggressive. A brief and physical kerfuffle. Oh, man, you really don't want to start a kerfuffle, but she did. And it ensued as she pushed a Dumas Police Department sergeant. Eventually, the woman was taken down to the ground. Amid the resulting tangle of bodies, Kasaki also attempted to hit him, but successfully did land one blow, a kick to his head. During the abbreviated melee, Kasaki several insults, I suppose, taunted the police officer, according to law enforcement. At one point, she said, "Catch me on the streets without that badge." Oh, who does that remind you of? Tough guy. To show up without the badge and gun. And warned him that he would be eating dirt soon. Oh, good Lord. The woman also said the sergeant was going down for this, but in the end, the defendant caught the fail blow of the incident, despite testifying during trial that the clash was unintentional. Under Texas law, Kasaki faced a minimum sentence of 2 years and a maximum of 20 years in prison for the crime. The defendant is also charged with one count of criminal mischief and marijuana-related charge, both of which were filed in late February. Well, the 69th Judicial District, they reached out for more details, but they said, go screw yourself. So I guess they're not talkative about the case anymore. They're glad to be over with it and haul her angry ass off to the Hooskow. And well, that's for the best. It's for the best for everybody. She decided to get in a kerfuffle with the police. When really, especially when you're already stinking of marijuana, you're already in a mess. Mad at the other woman over God knows what. And then you decide to commit the awful crime of kerfuffle with an officer. Could have gotten 2, but you had to be such a snotty bitch. You're going to do 5. So, there you go. You bitch. I keep forgetting to do that. That should be the tagline for these stories. Again, I screwed up. I know everyone's shocked. All right. And finally, the firefighter. So there we go. Rounding out the story. Oh, what am I doing? I got to see. Still got to put her in her own window. And what the hell is her name? Oh, yeah. Gabby. So there she is. Boy, I really gave her a fancy outfit. Jeez. Oh, wait, I still screwed it up, though. Damn it. Well, it's too late to fix it now. You had to go and mess up the dress. But it'll look better once the page shows up. So don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Oh, not that. So I don't know. We'll see what she's all pissed off about. But that's usually the way it goes. She gets pissed off. Probably, I'm a guess, mad at the boyfriend. Something like that. And probably not as, I'm going to guess, not as bad as the previous one. I don't know if she, beat up a police officer or anything like that, or, tried to anyway. So let's find out together. But again, it's a story of a lighter note as opposed to all the other ones. Hey, yeah, it does work better on the white background. Oh, cool. I'm feeling better already. Firefighter dumps 75 tampons in ex-boyfriend's yard because she was mad he was dating someone else. Well, there you go. That explains everything. I don't know. Are people turned on by the skunk hairdo? Yeah. Is it a thing? I guess so. I don't know. Anyway, a Florida firefighter finds herself under fire after she allegedly dumped 75 red stained tampons. She's 75. She hoards them in her ex-boyfriend's front yard. Gabrielle Franz, a firefighter with Orange County Fire Rescue, stands accused of 2 counts of misdemeanor stalking. According to a probable cause affidavit, the new girlfriend flagged down deputies, I bet she did, with the Volusia County Sheriff's Office about the incident, which allegedly occurred shortly after 10 p.m. on September 29th at their home in DeLand. The girlfriend and the homeowner were dating and lived together after he and Franz broke up. They came outside on September 30th and found the tampons, which were stained red as if they were possibly used. Oh, maybe it was just ink, right? Police say it was. Police say it was. They reviewed video footage from the night before, which showed a dark-colored pickup truck slowly driving past the house. The affidavit said it appeared the truck waited for traffic to clear, and a woman who was sitting in the back of the truck hopped out and is seen throwing the tampons into the yard. Asked who they thought would commit such an act, both said they believed it was Franz. They probably said it at the exact same time. It was Franz, demonstrating she was unhappy that her former boyfriend was dating someone else. Well, the important word there is former. You broke up. He moved on. You should too. She posted messages on social media voicing her displeasure and was talking badly about them. Oh, do exes do that? And the fact that they are now together, it's none of your business. It's not. Franz has a pickup truck similar to the one seen on the video. It also carries dog kennels that were apparently covered during the alleged crime. Well, she didn't want the dogs to see what she was about to do, It might traumatize them. License plate readers also showed that the truck was in the area at the time. Investigators went to Franz's home to speak with her. At first, she allegedly denied even knowing where her former boyfriend lived. But Once confronted with evidence to the contrary, she allegedly changed her tune and claimed it was not her idea. She went on to say her mother and aunt, who live outside the state, came to visit when they hatched the plan. So your mom and aunt, you're going to throw them under the bus. She allegedly said the trio bought a bunch of tampons and painted them red to make them look like they had been used. They allegedly drove over to her ex's house and dumped the tampons. Cops concluded Francis's alleged action demonstrates a course of conduct. Well, yeah, with the sole purpose to harass the victims, which serves no legitimate purpose. No, it really doesn't. But thank God it was just painted. This could have been, biological terrorist attack. Anyway, deputies arrested her and transported her to the Volusia County Branch Jail, where she has since bonded out. A lawyer filed a motion to dismiss, claiming there is not enough evidence in the charging affidavit that a crime was committed. I'd say there is. But then again, she might get off, with a little slap on the wrist, a little spank on the hiney, and then she'll be back. She's not letting this go. Oh, no. No, she's not. Because, you got to go through the trouble of buying all those tampons that you aren't going to use. So that's a lot of trouble. And she did all of that because that's how determined she was. And then she threw her mother and aunt under the bus or under the truck, whatever. What a great girl, huh? So what do you think? Is this one you can fix? Yeah. Well, maybe someone can. She's going to be somebody's problem. Hopefully not the ex-boyfriends anymore, but odds are, yeah, she's not done with you yet. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news, but she's not. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, nothing there. So, okay, I'll read the chat and then we'll call it a night. Lugs, as far as I can tell, AR style means black color instead. Oh, well, it's the Armorite. Yeah, the material. Yeah. Or, no, I forget. It's embarrassing, but yeah, you're right. Plaid core, yum yum. M1A1. Plaid core. Most likely, Luke's. Yeah. Nodak Redacted is a strange name for a guy. It is, but, it's being used a lot, so you can expect it to be, one of those new names. Redacted. Get your ass in the house. Plaidcore Paradise is a potty? Well, it depends. Personally, it depends, as you said, on what I ate 8 to 12 hours. Right? Exactly. Sometimes it's like, oh, thank God. When there isn't one around and that's hell, isn't it? Plaidcore sounds Eastern European. Which one was it, I wonder? Okay, all of them. Plaidcore, redacted that. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Baron Redacted. Nodak, when interviewing Hogan, her only response was, I know nothing. No, that's Schultz. Nodak, maybe she got angry because the grandma was going to the bathroom in a cooler. Well, I don't think so. Captain Infinity Time Travel Police. No time travel laws were violated in this segment, but there's always the next one, so we'll see. Nodak, the cereal was Kellogg's Raisin Bran. Yeah, it's one of those extra details they didn't nail down at the last minute. But thanks for Nodak. Hey, Thompson. Hey, Doug. Do you own a Predator face fleshlight? Asking for a friend. No, I do not. Hey, Thompson. Doug, will you have super chats by Christmas? Probably not. I don't know. It would be a nice little thing, though, wouldn't it? Hey, Thompson. Doug, can you dox your mailing address? I could, but I won't. A. Thompson, Doug gets a real-life doll, and we never see Doug again. Oh, because I'll be too busy ramming that. God. Jeez, what a sad thing to do. You know, I know people do it. There was a story. I think I did one of those stories where this guy had this whole collection of all these lifelike sex dolls, and I do like to show them off. And he was charging. That's right. He set up a little museum of his collection, and he would charge people to come look at them, and even rent them out. I guess he's got the cleaning supplies and everything. Plaid car, I hate when people blame weed. Yeah, I know. There's people doing that shit all the time. You don't see them killing people and all that crap. Clearly woke Chad. Passive aggression Douglas Nelson puts a show on during working people hours to further distance himself from the Dabbleverse. No, this is just the only slot I can use. Everybody's got all the other ones. What am I going to do? It's not fair. Bladgore should blame the underlying or overt crazy. Well, yeah, they can. And there's crazy, but there's levels of crazy. And, there's only so much, if you're at the point where you're running around naked and writing your memoirs in your own feces on the wall, all right, that's insane. But the likelihood of you actually being able to pull off a crime is very low. The danger is to yourself usually. So, what the hell did a bug fly into my mouth? Oh crap, that was on the air. Well, nothing I can do about it now. Yeah, that's too bad. Anyway, clearly woke Chad. All women with personality disorders should wear their hair that way as a precautionary work. That's a good point. They should have known. Well, they knew better. As soon as it happened, they're like, it's France. Plaidcore, she's a curator of Dada. No, she was caught red-handed. Yeah, all the paint's still on her hands. I guess that got a smiling emoji out of clearly woke Chad. Plaidcore walked, hopped, skipped, and jumped. Alan J. Yeah, Alan, I need to send you. Alan was talking to me about the comics and stuff and about doing background art. I did a series of backgrounds that I have used in the Night comics. And I will again, certain like his secret hideout, the commissioner's office or captain's office. I go back and forth. That sort of thing. So I might just send you some of those if you're interested in that kind of thing. And I don't know. If you really want to do that, we could see how that goes. But, I'll catch up with you. Anyway, Alan J. Maddox, Plaidcore, it's wild seeing newscasters show the public consumption, illegal drug sales, crime, the decay, and call it a segment on marijuana legalization. Sure. Alan J. Maddox, fuck, I came in heavy. Really? It's okay. It didn't throw my back out to read it, so you're good. Clearly woke Chad, when a woman getting her period upset a man? Oh, when has a woman? Oh, I don't know. Those are trophies on the lawn, still free. Plaidcore, it's insane, Alan, and irresponsible. They should smoke and reflect. Well, maybe, A. Thompson, Doug's lawn filled with used tampons. Oh, that's not true. But I can't say. So never mind. Damn. It's kind of a funny story, as disgusting as it was, but yeah. A. Thompson, Doug wishes his lawn was filled with those. This sick effort. What the hell did I do? I entertain you with all these crazy bitches. And then this is how you treat me. Yeah, well, you know what they say about shit. It happens. Well, but it should. Well, that's it. No super tips or nothing. So we can move on. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks to my guest, Pat Dixon. I hope you had fun looking at these crazy broads. Don't worry, there will be more. And hopefully I'll get the knack of this. I don't know. I think it, at least, and that all depends on the time. I had a little time to study the stories. I should have studied the details a little more, but I'll forget even if I do. But I had the time to do the Photoshops to be there for the live show instead of putting them together later and all that. So I can't promise it'll always be like that because it time permitting. So there we go. You were going to say the lawn is filled with condoms. Admit it. No. Plaidcar, are we not entertained? We are Devo. Yeah, that is true. All that stuff about going into space and conquering the galaxy, that ain't happening. We're going to go back to throwing our poo at each other and stuff like that. Sorry, but it's true. You're a fun hangdog. That's what she said. Thank you, Clearly Woke Chad. Oh, wait. Let me do a little advertising for myself. Pat keeps telling me I should promote my stuff. He's probably right, So he's like, why don't you? And yeah, it's a good point. It's odd. Why don't I indeed? So let me show you the comic book store. Yes, I've done it before, but why not do it again? I don't see any reason not to. It takes a while because I got to find it, put it in here. Oh my God. Geez, I really got to figure out. I've seen other people. I need the better lighting or something to where I don't look like I'm coming out of an old staticky TV set. But that's the way it goes. I've got a blasting light on my face, a blasting light behind me, and still, look at that. Now, my jacket is completely black, but it looks like, static. At least it doesn't look, like I'm being snowed on or a really incredibly fast dandruff problem. Strange. But them's the ropes. What are you going to do? I don't know. I'm just doing this show. Stop that. Oh, wait, I can't do it from here. So here we are at indieplanet.com/Douglas-Nelson. Oh, yeah, that's the address. Look, it's called Douglas Nelson. Hey, that's me. So then you go in here. Oh, boy, look at the comics. Doodleverse Comics #1. There's Opie. Just for safe, I called him Oopsie. With Anthony Cumia living rent-free in his head. Yeah. Etc. Woman, based on a woman I knew at work. Still know her. Anyway, Night Night #1. Night Night #2. Night Night #3. And Sun King #1. Now, Sun King and Night Night are based on the audio plays of the same name from the Mr Nailsin Show. Oh, and there's Bubba Stargone, another audio. So he has a backup feature in this particular issue. So there's Sun King. Oh, he's got to go deal with the story. See, there's one of the repurposed backgrounds that is stuck behind his boss's window. And then there he is. I've got to act fast. So he's changing into his Sun King suit, flying away, and all these people are like, woo, woo. Some dude's about to get lynched, and he's worried about it. The sheriff's trying to tell the mob to go away, but Sun King's not going to have any of that, so he shoots a beam out of his belt, which a lot of people mistake for him pissing on everybody, but no, it's a big laser beam, and he shoots a big, don't worry, they're all fine. But how does it all work out and turn out? Well, you'll just have to buy your copy. Digital is 99 cents. The print copy, which is the more preferable way, $4.99. So you head over to indieplanet.com and you'll have comic books, well, like Night Night here. Oh, boy. Oh, look at Night Night beating up on the freezer. So there he goes. He's going in to the police captain's office. And his appearance is based on Pat Dixon. That's right. I needed somebody to be a model for the character. And I don't know, this is going back a ways. And I just like, you know what? It'd be funny if it was Pat. There you go. It's done deal now. Yeah. And there's Night Night. He's really pissed off that the freezer made fun of him. And so he vows that he will kick his ass. And he kind of does, kind of by accident. But anyway, you'd have to read the comic book to find out. So, and there's more pre-made backgrounds, the whole office and all that. Yeah. The desk was drawn here with Night Night and everybody. But the office, yeah, I did that. I think I did it while at work. That was another doodling at work project. And then, city background, all that stuff. The wonders of what Photoshop can do for you and your comic book, all that stuff. There's Etc. Woman. She flies around looking for this giant rat man, and they have a fight in the swamp. And, well, you'll have to read it to find out how that goes. And then, of course, Doodleverse comics, featuring cartoons of some of your beloved Dabbleverse characters. So look, it's the Toe and April. Oh, and she's dreaming about Nick. There's Kevin with floating heads of Melton living rent-free in his head. He's got a picture of Pat Dixon with darts on it because he's mad. And, well, there's what's her name. I really did a crappy Stevie Lou. I got to do a better one. And sorry, Stevie. And then there's Mudshart, this time with Carl living rent-free in his head. But probably Melton dominates that space more than Carl. But he was mad at him at the time that I drew it. And but Melton's here to remind him that his life is crap because he's dumb. And there you go. So all you got to do is head over to indieplanet.com/Douglas-Nelson. Yes, it's just that simple. And then these comics can be yours, provided you pay for them. You got to pay. That's the deal. If you don't, you get nothing. That's life. You should know this by now. I'm just the host of this attempt at a live stream. I ain't your daddy. Anyway, there you go. Comics from yours truly. Me. So, let me see here. Plaidcore, it's insane, Alan, and irresponsible. Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Devo, yeah. I'm a fun hang. Clearly woke Chad. Can we get them printed and send to Opie? Well, if you know where to send them, I suppose you could. Clearly woke Chad. I'm going for print. I only have a black and white printer. These are all in color. And Indie Planet will print it for you. Clearly woke Chad. Can we pitch ideas? Norton's wife as a crime fighter. Her lady area doubles as her walking tall weapon to fight crime. Remember back when, what was that thing? Some infomercial was hawking the hoodie footy, and then Norton put it on in the studio at the old show. So I took that and thought, that's almost like a superhero outfit. So I drew him up as a comic book character called the Pink Sock, which I never would have known that term if it hadn't been for Jim Norton. You learned a lot. You learned a lot from the old O&A show, especially from one Mr. Norton. And I got to look that up. I got it somewhere. But yeah, the pink sock. Plaidcore, if we order them all at once, is there a break on shipping? Oh, yeah. I don't remember. Damn. That's a good point. There should be. Clearly woke Chad, this stuff makes great gifts. That's right. We're in the holiday season. Soon it'll be Christmas. So there's your stocking stuffer. Nailsin Comics. Clearly woke Chad, let's collaborate on the Karmic X musical. You decided and give the comic a DVD of the songs I already made. Doug free music. Yeah, but I don't know. There's only so much ghost party stuff you can take, isn't it? I mean, hey, Thompson, I just refuse to believe Doug is normal. Well, let me cure that for you. I'm not. There is a kink somewhere. Oh, well, you got to go in there. Well, you know, never mind. I ain't going into that. And the more normal they seem, the bigger the kink. Really? Plaidcore, are the Nortons still together? I guess. I don't know. Plaidcore, Jimmy got a pink. Is that the origin story? Somehow this resulted in his superpowers. A. Thompson, a collection of comic face fleshlights cum cycle. What the hell's going on with you, Thompson? On the seating, odd acting formula. There is something. A. Thompson, I'm always suspicious. Doug, are you wearing pants right now? Yes. It's just sweatpants, though. I mean, I'm in my home. I don't have to wear pants if I don't want to. But I want to. Clearly woke Chad. Doug in this YouTube profile of mine is a tone of AI. Help yourself. A tone? Oh, you mean you got some AI music? Plaidcore, Nikki gave it to him as a parting gift. So they split up? I mean, they got married and everything, you know. A. Thompson, LOL. Sorry, Doug. Too late. Clearly woke Chad. Ton of AI music. Yeah. I got thanks to Suno. But I wrote the lyrics. I did. So it's a collaboration. Me and Suno, you know. So now I'm a musician, an artist, a creator. Some crap like that. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and end the show, and I'll play one of my AI songs that became a theme song for my Nailsin News, but not the Nailsin News song. This will be the Crazy Bitch News song, which I forgot to play the opening. I played the Nailsin News song. It's all right. It doesn't matter. It's all the same crap anyway. So there we go. Crazy Bitch News. And we'll do it again. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. I got to put stuff together for the Nailsin Show, so I might not be able to get to it. But, I don't know. Well, probably could do a drawing stream or something like that. That'll be simple enough. I say that. I'll find some way to screw it up, though. But that's all a part of the suspense, isn't it? So tune in. Will Doug successfully handle it? Not really, but how bad will he do it? Find out on the next exciting episode of Nailsin Miscellanea. That's kind of what I call the whole thing. So there we go. Yeah. Anyway, that's Crazy Bitch News. We'll do it again soon. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching.
Crazy bitch news. Bitches they cray cray. She cray and she look, and that's pretty cray.